Okay. Ooh, things on. Oh, okay, cool. Right. That was weird. My capture was not working. Alright, so lots to get through today. Not the most amount of time to do it, but hopefully I can. First things first is just getting a reference image. We should be able to string in a sec. Oh, it's too big. Let's just problem with high resolution. Yes. Okay, well, stream is looking good, I think. Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, this is the build. It is Tormal, who was created by Huki and Nika. Sizing this. Really should not have downloaded the HD, but oh well. Ta-da! Okay, so I think I can get all of this done today. Hopefully fairly quickly. It's just that chess piece I'm not sure about. Okay, let's get the construction breakdown. Okay. Right. So I reckon to start with the head first. So I can take advantage of. Okay, yeah, that's much better. A little chat widget. Uh, hmm. Well, sort that out later. Anyway, to the build. Right. The annoying thing with the 2001 head design is that these do not have a connection point, so you have to jury rig this piece in there to get a stable connection. That is the wrong head piece. I don't know where I have that. That's a yellow. Ooh, it's been reminded I need a post. That is Just get a good icon for this turquoise is dark turquoise. I can't spell the word live. Excellent. Okay. Right. Back to reference. Okay, so the head is pretty much that, just with an axle in the back. Come on. Okay. For some reason this doesn't want to cooperate very well today. Why is it always one of those parts? Technical block. This one. The back has a very interesting breakdown. It's basically like abs with this yeah, the build there. You can't really see where I'm holding my mouse because the image blocks it, but uh, that looks like it's made the wedge piece right here. Yep, one of those, but then it's the flat one, not the sloped one. Which, for the life of me, I can never remember where these two are. Make too much sense for them to be right next to each other. Can't have that. It's a 5 stop. Okay, I don't remember. I know where I am now. So you can kind of get lost with some of the images that I get provided with for these builds, but eventually. I think it's hip. It's waist. Nope. Uh, torso. Yes. Torso lower section. Okay, I don't think that axle is going to be perfectly lined up, so I'll leave that for a bit. Though I believe spine is a similar construction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. Those two. I think that's how it's been done. I'm just not sure about this last piece. I think. Yeah, and I'm looking at a slightly different reference image. There's another bit in the back that can't really see that's sort of making me think there's some sort of shenanigans going on in this build, but can't really complain at the end of the day if we're getting any reference. If I get any reference images at all, massive help rather than just here's the build, go. I've missed a step, which is why it didn't make any sense. All of that has to be shifted. Done above. goes in there, and now it makes sense. So that's clipping, kind of. Much better. Pop those gears in the chest. Are they the old? They're the newer gears. Old one. Okay, and then black 12 tooth. There. That's starting to. There's a bunch of little details. What are those? Ah. Okay, that's actually kind of neat. I like this little trick that they've done. So at the top. Missed it. I just missed it. Yeah, putting that in there give good shaping. I like that. Good trick. And I have the colors inverted. That's why this is right. Okay. Cool. And then there's a neat kind of waist torso thing going on up here. Although I'm not the biggest fan of using this technique, but it's kind of hard to deny when it works. That's putting an axle through the holes of the connector. Something I never do, but oh, Nada's watching. Hi Nada, how you doing? Hopefully it's not a crazy time wherever you're watching from. I know my streams aren't exactly the best for everyone else in the world, but my schedule's kind of weird. I did have a window that let me read chat, but yeah, I can't see them now. Oh, there it is. 4:44 a.m. My guy, why are you watching me? Go to bed. Okay. Okay, now I can see chat. Oh, thank you. That's so kind. Okay, where was I? Ah, torso. I have there's an extension I have that lets me read the chat, but it wasn't working. And oh, insomnia. Yeah, I've been there. Um, not too recently, but I have had well, I have dogs, and they can sometimes be a bit of a pain in the morning. Probably the opposite problem to you, actually. Is neck ball joint. In there somewhere. I need to make a proper Technic palette or build aid because getting the bush pieces and all the support pieces is kind of frustrating nowadays. Despite calling myself like an expert with this program, I still don't really know how palettes work. I should look into it. Uh, okay. Spock in teal. What's on the back? This piece has some issues. I think I have a custom do. This connection, no connection points on the side, and ooh, not on that one either. That's something that should be fixed, actually. Contact whoever made that. Oh well, it's always a workaround. Put that in there. Okay. This becomes the upper torso, and that is the lower torso. Okay. See. With the ball joint in the block. Yeah, I know some. I think it's King Sidorak or someone else who's done a high quality version, but why it's not been properly connected, I don't know. So I may just I might redo it in my spare time. Get all the connections rigged properly. I mean, something that should have been already done in studio, but oh well. Like, sort of comes forward a little bit, and it's not rotating on that. No, it should be okay. Still not like how far ahead? Okay. Now the problem is I don't know what that piece on the torso is. I know it's from Hero Factory, but I don't know like which Hero Factory wave or set it was in, so I can't really look it up. Brigands on the Roth Mask. Yeah, I need to. I've got his packs on my desktop, like ready to download. And well, not ready to download. I haven't downloaded. Ready to install. I just haven't yet. It just takes. I've like 7 custom parts packs ready to install, and I already have like already have over 1,000 custom parts. I really need to go through and sort them out because there's a bunch I have to delete. Um, Star Wars Big Fig Legend. Um, uh, um, you know what sets it was in? Because I can't find it on Google. Scroll down Bricklink. Star Wars. Figure. Would it show up? No. Custom. I do. Okay, right. That's how the net connects. Okay. Right. Now that makes sense. Uh, yeah. So Those are my custom parts. Large figure chest armor. A2SO. Yes, that's where I've seen it. Because I knew I'd seen it somewhere. I was thinking it was maybe like one of the hero, because the Hero Factory has like the claw piece. I was thinking it was like the claw piece, or like an alternative version, and I just didn't know which Hero Factory set it was from. Hey, that's holy few. Is this the right height? No, it's not. It does have to be lower, which means this is a stressed connection. So that. Oh no, let's give it a 5 degree. 5 degree. That should be okay. You down. No, that'll still clip. Okay. Yeah, that part's just stressed. Oh well. This will just have clipping. I'll deal with it. Ooh, yeah. Okay. That's fine. We'll just not look at that. I got this set a year ago for Makuta parts. Ooh. Yeah, that would be very interesting. Like I'm not. It's nice because it's very smooth, and you can easily attach some bits on top. That would be very interesting to see. Um, if you've posted that Makuta anywhere, like tag me on Discord and tell me. I'd like to see what you did with it. Okay, so about yeah. Okay. I don't want to release the torso. Same time. Should I hide all that? Ooh, didn't hide all of that. I hide all that. That's the torso. I lost the pixel fit and scrapped it. Oh, don't worry about it. It's not super important. I do want to get back into building more Makuta, but gotta finish all this first. Lower upper, that's not what I want to call this. Lower also. Okay. That probably the hard part's done. Famous last words. Uh, those. Then this ribbed piece. Yeah, it's the ribbed piece. It's been showing up in a lot of Unity builds, like everywhere. It's a really neat part, but I never really got into using it. Here is a pretty neat trick. if I can get these. How do they clip? Clipping. Yeah, okay, the K2SO piece is being stressed. Well, I can see it physically, and I know this is possible, so I'm just not gonna bother. Yeah, that's, okay, maybe there's something I'm missing. So, no, that looks really accurate. It's just not, just been stressed, so it's kind of been pulled out of its socket. Probably something I can do by just seeing. And on the other arm is a flag and a little spike. Finally, an asymmetrical build. I've had a lot of symmetrical builds, and I love it when the asymmetrical ones pop in. Nice C variety. I think that's a, I want to say it's a 3 long bar, but I could be wrong. I'm just gonna risk it with a 3 long. Color is that flag? Light blue. It kind of looks right except for the decaled mask, but can't do much about that. Okay, so lower arms. Ooh, these are neat because there's a third joint there. It's also pretty cool. Uh, wait. Not really sure how this was done. So this piece connects to the joint there. Oh. Okay. I don't know if this is some dark magic or what, but this is something I've not seen before. I don't think this was even possible. Like they've wedged this piece into here somehow, I think. Yeah, that's what it looks like they have done. That's certainly new. It must be that there is a that can fit I mean, it looks like based on these holes that they could that maybe a jumper plate or something could fit in there. Well, it looks like the whole thing. So this is kind of going to be. Okay. Yeah, this is going to kind of just be shenanigans. Because otherwise, it's free floating. Shouldn't be. Okay. Let's just try it. And that does line up with the holes in the studs, so big question mark here, but maybe this is a legitimate build. Ooh, so close. It is, okay, right. Yeah, I've never seen anyone do this before. It's also not possible digitally because this piece doesn't have I know because I had the old B2 Battle Droid Technic set, like the first one that came out, and the first Stormtrooper set. This was a Stormtrooper shoe. There was like a visor piece that connected to this. It was one of the Slicer Throwbot pieces that connected to this. You can't get it. Is the green part compatible? This one. These two parts are allegedly compatible, and based on it, well, they're not actually colliding. So, hello Nacho. Do I know you from anywhere? Don't th have I seen you in my streams before? A few new people tonight, so that's kind of cool. Uh, Spain. Oh, well, welcome. Hopefully, it is not a crazy time for you in Spain. One of the downsides to this design, and it's not that bad, but it's just something I have noticed, is that because of the way the hands are constructed, you don't actually have wrist posing. Uh, get the pieces I need to finish the hand. So that goes there. That's the thumb, but this joint can only rotate about that axis, which means you don't actually have a wrist. Which you can still get away with stuff. Um, Nacho, what's your favorite Lego set? Personally, I don't really think I have. I'm specialized in Studio 2.0. Ooh, fellow digital builder, welcome. See, there he is. Yeah, yeah. It's also kind of nice because it means I don't have to build two hands, and I think the most painful process about is this robot. So this is a build for my Lego project called Project Unity, in which I am replicating uh 79 members of the community, both physical and digital builders, their builds in studio for the purpose of like group renders, so we can do like group photos with our builds. This is Tormal, which was submitted by Huki. Find them on Instagram. If you have not seen my content previously, you can like um, find links to my social media through my YouTube channel. It's like the Reddit post will explain it better than I can here. But my goal for today is to try and get through hopefully 3 builds, maybe to 4 builds. Um, and I've been working on this build now for about 30 minutes. Pretty good time. Can I see the model closer? Do you mean the reference build or the like this model? Okay. So there's some collision because some of these parts are stressed. This is the section I've got currently done. Let me just get the A pose done. Yeah, so if I get the camera set right, you can. Okay, I think this must be medium blue. If I get that medium, yeah. So if I get that kind of like there, you can kind of see how close this is. Trying to get it as one-to-one as possible. I have better examples. This is just the latest one so far. Oh, hello there. Hey, there's long time. I just saw your picture on Discord now, Anna. Yes, Vez, it's been a long time. Uh, so a thing I haven't noticed about Studio until now, is you can actually, if you color a part. So I have that part pinned in black. I have this part pinned in white. This one also in black. But this doesn't change color, which I didn't realize. So what I'm just gonna do is unpin that black there. Because that way I'm not confusing those parts up. The rest of the palette. Oh, you're in uni now, Vez. Uh, what state are you studying in? I forget which state you're from. Oh, what degree are you doing? Actually, it's probably a better question. Anything interesting? Hey, Victoria, go. It's my home state. Screen production with a minor in space technologies. Holy shit, that's really cool. I actually finished my uni um not the start of the year, but a few months into the year. So I am pretty much home free. I just have debt and a job hunt to do. Yep, it's official. I have 2 pieces of paper that say I'm not stupid. Ignore the fact I just misspelled tire, a 4-letter word. Yeah, I'm not so sure either. I just misspelled tire. That's fine, Nacho. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'll be on some other time, probably next week though. I always get busy near the weekends. Joined up the Discord. Oh, did you now? Not sure how interested you'd be in stuff. I don't, because I'm not sure if you're into Lego much, Bez. Anyway, this is the upper leg. Yeah, I haven't really been playing. Oh yeah, it's I highly recommend checking it out. The digital Lego space is really cool right now. Like we can do some really neat things. Um, yeah. Have you been playing much Overwatch recently? Because I've been thinking I'm gonna get back into it properly for season 2. I kind of skipped out for season 3. I bought the season 2 battle pass. Um, yeah, mythical skins. They're just really nice. Not much. Might jump on it once in a few games. A lot of racing games. This is sort of tangentially related, but there's a new Lego racing game coming out, and I will be buying it. It just looks really cool. It's like a 2K Lego 2K. Yeah, it looks really cool. It's got split screen. A split screen game in the year of our Lord 2023. Are you kidding me? So hyped for it. And it's split screen and online multiplayer, so you can do both. I was never really big. It's weird that a lot of people in my chat keep talking about Hot Wheels, like coincidentally. So to stream, it was a while ago now because I had to take a little break of streaming because my schedule's a bit weird. But someone was telling me about the plot of the Hot Wheels movies. I know the Hot Wheels games were a big thing, but I was never really into racing games. Aside from Mario Kart, I was never really into racing games. Cannot find this piece. Uh, Alright, let's just look up this piece. Grind Hot Wheels on the DS. I mean, again, the only comparable thing I have to that is Mario Kart, and Mario Kart 7 was not a grind at all, like to me at least. Because I remember like coming off Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart DS, um, Mario Kart 7 just seems kind of easy. Like, cause I think it's just because it was like the first time they did like the coin format and some of the changeable like carts. It didn't really work out very well. Yeah, we have it on Wii, but I need to make sure our Wii still works, like step one. Um, and then if said Wii still works, I need to hook it up because we have a projector. I want to hook up Mario Kart on the projector because that would be sick. Um, I do like Mario Kart 8, but I've only played it at a friend's house. Because I don't own a Switch, and I was tempted to get the Switch, for Mario Kart, but the problem is that I don't want to get the Switch just for one game. I would need to play with friends or get multiple games, but the problem is that the only other games I would consider are Zelda, which I've only ever played one Zelda game, so kind of don't really care too much about Zelda, even though it looks really good and amazing reviews. Um, okay, I think I'm missing a lot. Yeah, like my first Zelda game was Phantom Hourglass, which I'm told is one of the crappiest games to ever play. Um, so that was my introduction into Zelda. I did that piece. That. I was kind of thinking about getting the new Pokemon games like Scarlet and Violet, but in my humble opinion, they suck. So not really gonna do that. Pretty much the only games I play nowadays are any of the Doom games, Minecraft, um, Stellaris, or occasionally hopping on Overwatch, but I'm just sort of saving my energy because I want to do a massive competitive push this season. Um, Gonna try and get decent rank for once. Yeah, I have no idea how this leg is constructed. Um, Cause like, no, I do. I tell a lie. I know how this leg is constructed. I just couldn't see the colors right. I've never actually played a single Portal game. It's one of those things where it's like I've also never played Skyrim, but I feel like that falls in the category of things that if you've never played them, um, then like it's kind of hard to get into it because like Skyrim and Portal are so like they're kind of old nowadays, and I feel like jumping into like a classic kind of game, like not to say that old games are bad, because I play all the Doom games and Blood. Um, which is the best Doom game? If you can play Doom 2016 before you play Doom Eternal, I recommend you do that. I think Doom 2016 has the better atmosphere and environmental design, but Doom Eternal has some of the best first-person single-player shooter combat I've seen in a game, like ever. And the reason I recommend you try and get 2016 or play 2016 before you touch Eternal is that uh, oh, do they not have 2016? Or do they not have Eternal? Because if they don't have Eternal, you can grab 2016. Because Eternal's pretty much like built on the foundations of 2016. If you can't play that, no, they have Eternal. Okay, I think it's the thing with the licensing of it or Bethesda with no, because Microsoft what? Why would there shouldn't be any issue? I don't unless it's like some I don't know. In that case, as much as I would hate to say it, you could probably skip 2016. Eternal is fantastic. Um, Although the story takes a very interesting turn from 2016. I'll be honest. I mean, I don't really know why people would be paying like forcing people to pay for 2016. Like it's a 7-year-old game at this point. Like I don't know if you're gonna get that much money for 2016. Maybe for people who are like, oh, I gotta play the one beforehand, but like you don't have to. Um, yeah, I'm not really sold on the story of Eternal. I do really like the DLC though. The DLC, like, so good. Like the energy hammer is such a cool weapon. I remember they had to tweak the DLC and balance the DLC because when the first one came out, I played it on the first day because I bought the collector's edition, so I had the battle pass, which got me the DLCs when they came out. It was the most painful experience I've ever had in a first-person shooter. It's not a very complicated boss fight at the end. It's just the most cluttered boss fight I've ever seen. Like, not in a good way. It's just so much to pay attention to, which is annoying because I really like the first boss fight of the main game. Um, it's just a chore to play through the DLC's boss fight. And then the second DLC's boss fight is the opposite. It's um really simple. It's just timing. I believe this is a flag of some kind. The problem is I don't know what flag it is. Is it the No, um, what is? Oh, is this my binary flag? Might be. I'm not sure. Neat. Or it's a grenade that just happens to be colored in the colors of the non-binary flag. A lot of driving. Yeah, look, same. Um, see, I've had the problem for the last few years of either not having anyone to instruct me or not having the need to learn to drive. Um, so like you probably have more driving hours than me. Like, I just don't have the need to drive, which is not a great thing because it means that I have like I mean I do have a lot of like pressure now, but that looks like my flag's color. Yeah, I was thinking, I just looked them up on my circle monitor, the non-binary color, because it's the yellow, white, and um purple and black, I think. I got my license 2 days off my birthday. Oh, nice. I don't have any. Oh, you have your motorbike learners too? Jeez. See, I would first need to get a car before I could consider getting a motorbike learner's license. Um, that's just my progression. Okay. There are pins on the weapons that Tormal has. The weapons are really nice. It's just I. Okay. Oh no, I don't have a bike though. Yeah. Well, that's always the first issue, getting the vehicle. The guy at one at my work actually totaled his not totaled his bike. Someone crashed into it and completely wrecked it. But in but my coworker was also kind of an idiot. Um, didn't park it in the best places, so it's not too surprising that it kind of got trashed. Yeah, car before bike, definitely. I feel like you'd have to worry a lot more with a bike. And yeah, insurance costs a shitload. It's really weird because like I can see in the background of the reference image, that's a 3D printer. But what's more, I have that 3D printer, I'm pretty sure. Like okay, might not be the exact same model, but I'm pretty yeah. I'm fairly certain it might be the same company that makes that 3D printer in the background. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure I was right. So it's like two wrist blades that separate into a scythe that makes the main weapon. Okay. I think I also might have been using the wrong turquoise for this build. Yeah. Let's just go and fix that. Pretty sure it's all light turquoise, dark turquoise. Let me just double check because they did list a color. Uh, no, it is dark turquoise. Okay. No mistakes made. I was doing this right. That type of printer has a lot of clones. Oh, welcome, Boot. Um, yeah, I have an Ender V2, Ender V3, V3, V2. Um, I never really got into Bionicle. It was like one of those Lego style things. So the idea is that these builds are part of a project. This reference image is supplied by a member of the community. And I'm going to build it as a digital build so that I can sort of get a group photo as part of a project I'm doing. Um, so a bunch of people submitted their builds, and I'm going to assemble them all digitally. I was so and big and oh yeah, bigger build plate would always be nice. Because I've been looking into not exactly Warhammer printing. Because I know it's not really possible without resin printing, but I have been like talking to my brother and I've been thinking maybe we could like prototype a tank chassis that he could like play as a Warhammer 40k tank. I would like to 3D print stuff more, but the problem is that because of how my house is, I have to have my printer stored in my room, and I kind of can't, like, because of like pets and the way the house is laid out. I don't really like running the printer um constantly in my bedroom for obvious reasons. Especially if my pets are around and are in reach of the nozzle. That could be quite the issue. I don't have a tent or anything around it. I just have it in the open. Um, it's kind of cool though because I've got the um uh yeah, dude, do your uni work. Hope you enjoy your degree because that sounds like it sounds really cool. Yeah, I'll talk to you later, mate. Um, having a tent so cat. Yes, my cat is one of the biggest like fears I have of getting into my room because I have a very expensive PC and I just got a second very expensive monitor. Um, yeah, it was great to chat again. Definitely pop by again. I don't know when I'll be streaming again next, but um, keep an eye out. I'll be yeah. Um, I'm gonna get on my printer again and get. Yeah, I really want to get more into printing. Um, my first major print was I 3D printed um a glow in the dark Japanese Oni mask from a guy I saw on TikTok. And I was gonna make a couple more for my friends. But then like I got super busy because it's like 27 hours to print. And then one of the friends that I was gonna give it to, like they were the boyfriend of one of my like main friends, and they broke up, and then it was super awkward. So I was like, I don't really have a time to give this to you, so like not gonna print it until you until that situation's all cool. And we never really talked about it because it was kind of awkward. Uh, and that's my story from my real life. But I want to get more into printing because my brother and I were thinking about ways we could 3D print without resin a tank chassis. And treads was the biggest thing that he was concerned about, but I reckon there's a way of doing it. It just would require a lot of assembly. Anyway, that is the weapon, and I like it. It's kind of short, gives me very G1 vibe. A lot of this build gives me very G1 vibes, with the exception of the like the the Hero Factory building elements, but I like this. This is a very G1 build. Okay. Um, so the scythe splits up to make the two blades, and then there's a piece on the. No, I have missed a piece. There is a pin connects on the back, and um, that piece is how it connects. Yeah, like so. Okay, it's basically been an hour, but that is one build done. Have I missed anything at all? Body construction looks fine. Fine. The weapon also looks fine. Ah, okay, I did make a small issue with the weapon. Damn. It shows how CCS. Yes, it does. I I do like CCBS as a system. I mean, I gush about the G2 builds enough in my own time. Um, it can mesh very well with G1 and system. Um, I think it takes a talented builder to make it work really well. There are times I've done it really well, but there have been also times where I've done it and it's very noticeable. It's not. I think it works really well if you treat it as a system of armor, which is what I think Generation 2 did very well. Having the whole like the skeleton and the armoring system went really well. But then everyone complained it was too simple, and then everyone complained it was too complicated, and then it got cancelled. So that was fun. Um, okay, so that is build 53. Nope, not 53. 52 completed. Still have some builds that are like in the pile that haven't been fully finished, but they're on their way. I don't want to stream all those because there's a lot of stuff I'm still in contact with the builders about some detail. Now we have a big bag of CCBS that I've picked up along the way, and I'm excited to build something with. Um, so interestingly, in my state in Australia, in my city, in fact, they actually had a like a pick a brick session shop place thing. And it was like you come along to this like it's kind of like a Lego museum area, and they just had tubs and tubs of Lego that you can buy from. And you bet your ass they had a Bionicle section and a Lego Technic section, and I was just like shoveling bags of that stuff into like my carry bag. I think I ended up spending something in the ballpark of 120 Australian dollars, like by weight on Lego. Um, don't think I found any good masks, but I definitely found like a whole tub. I came home and I basically filled half a bathtub with Lego and then just cleaned it all with soap. Okay, so new reference image. New reference image, everyone. When it wants to. Boom. And it updated on stream. Let's go. Okay, so this is Potic by JK and ET Productions. As far as I know, they are on Twitter. I swear I've seen them somewhere else. Ultrasonic cleaner. Yeah, I just fill bathtubs whenever I buy a load. It's just easier. Okay. Now, this build, kind of luckily, will actually be a lot faster than the last one because this is not a custom build. This is one of those rare, simple builds. Not a criticism, but it's just it's not like too complex in terms of a bunch of custom limbs. It's not got a bunch of um it's just a bunch of like simple not to say bad. I don't want to say simple is bad. Um just it's not overly complex. Uses pre-existing parts, very Anika. Gives me very Joven vibes or like Torah or Matoran of Iron. I forget which group it is, but in the lore there was a group of Matoran that were all orange. That's what it reminds me of. So don't know what color this is. Gray and light brown. Okay. I mean, there are custom limbs here. There is a interesting custom design of that arm. I feel like there's a little more you could do with it, but I think this is a similar torso construction that one uses. So yeah, I think that's medium brown. Yeah, have you been working on any projects, Food? Anything new coming down the pipeline for you? There it is. Because it's not an armor piece, it's a thigh cover. Another great thing about people not doing crazy custom detailed limbs is I don't have to submodel every second thing. Oh no, this is Baraka, damn. I They've only given me one image. Okay, it is the one image. Okay. Grab that. Oh, I just thought of a great reference that Nata can do on the next um build yellow, I think. No, it's yeah. Just thinking he should do a Yo-Yo Paraka reference on his city. Fill with the beams. Okay, and while I'm here, I need true. Hey, getting there. Yeah, that's a clip, but it's fine. It's don't know if this is. If I think this is a Metru head, but yeah, I think it is. Dark gray. Damn. Okay. Eye color. I'll be here, but I'm paying attention. So, yep, all good. Even if you got the stream on in the background, it helps. I want to stream more, but it's kind of hard for the audience to pick up uh like aspects of like your social media presence sometimes. The eyes are blue. Yeah, just like anything you can do. Like even if you have the stream on in the background. Thank you for support so much. You can't see, but I put both my thumbs up. See, this is where I need to get the Lego VTuber stuff working. Then we can finally have the singularity that is Bionicle VTubers. That was my plan the whole time. People can finally see my gestures I make. There he is. Okay, it should start coming together once I do this piece. I think the lack of orange on the chest is what's making it sort of throwing me off. I think with just a couple. It looks darker. They sort of used a flash or like they've had a lamp on in the background in this shot. The reference image sort of made it. Okay, so that has to go one extra stud up. I think I have to do this. Yep. Okay. Okay. Good. It's time for those arms. I think one thing I can do now, I need to experiment with it. But because I got my second monitor and I can now have my stream information on um just on a different window. I can have my reference images on another window. I'm very tempted to expand my recent build, my recent parts thing to have a second column and live in the utter luxury that is having two columns. But at the same time, I want to um probably get into palettes because I don't really use palettes a lot, and I kind of want to experiment with that. I think I have the wrong orange. Uh, what had keyed orange? Tongu did. I think this is keyed orange, but I'm not sure what that is. The orange is regular Lego orange. It's the keyed orange. I always forget. Is it bright light orange? Right. Yeah, bright. Okay, I'm using the right one. It just looks a bit weird. The brown is dark bluish gray. Is it? It's gray and light brown. I think it's just the reference image that's throwing me off a little bit. Yeah, okay, I see the difference now. Yeah, because these chess pieces are they're definitely brown, and they are different color. It's just the light in the image. It must be really warm light. This image bamboozled me. Successfully bamboozled. Boom. I was doing another Unity build earlier today, so once I finish this one, I would have finished 3 builds today. The problem with that build, though, is that it was one of the large non-humanoids. Excellent bypass of my rules, so I have to tip my hat to them. But the problem is I don't know how I'm going to fit them into a group shot. Um, just because the size is a lot. But like also stylistically, like I don't know how I can fit it in because the next one is the beach episode group photo, which they can't go into because it would be really weird why like a giant death machine with teeth is hovering behind the volleyball players. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do a Beastmaster and the Beasts like kind of thing. I need to find a better name for it. It might just be Master of Beasts, something like that. Um, and I'll pick or I'll find someone that has like a Beastmaster self mock or has like pets or something as a self mock. They can be the bull. I don't think you understand how big I'm talking here. Like this is a big one. Um, like the only reason I agreed to have it the way it was is because the legs are all like copies of each other, so that's easy to do. Um, but also uh because they agreed to let me downsize sections for ease of building because like there's no way I could have honestly gotten what the the build accurate at the scale. I'm gonna show it just so you guys have an idea of what I mean by this is big. Um so let me just save that. Okay. There are no weapons given in this, I don't think. Stand up Akari, there's claws. Okay, so this one's done. Boom. That is 2. That was about 10, 15 minutes. Okay. So this is the Demonic War Beast by Elliot. Alpha series by Elliot. This is made smaller than what I was supplied with. Like I had full renders. I had a lot more than this. This is made smaller. Like I look at this and I feel like they saw my ultimate Fenrak upgrade, and it's like, huh, getting deja vu. So it's like I kind of know my way around a giant spider build, but like I don't know how I fit this into a group photo build. It looks great and it's come out great. It's not accurate. It's not 100% accurate, but I did try and keep the similar build elements and build motifs. Like I know, for example, the legs, the ball joints, there's 3 stud space between them instead of 1. I just did that for size and speed because I was able to knock this out in a day, like all of this morning basically. But like the actual thing is probably maybe 50% bigger. Have someone, yeah, so someone riding on its back. That's why I was thinking like kind of like, ooh, we could do like a Colosseum thing or like a jousting tournament kind of thing. Ooh, okay, okay, I'm getting ideas now because there is another giant monster build that is non-humanoid. It's kind of like a dragon. I could have someone riding the dragon, and then someone riding the spider, like into battle against each other. And then I might use because you supplied a your sets for your renders, Nata. I might modify that a little bit to be like a jousting um like they have the rectangular like jousting arena, something like that. Can you ride the dragon? Yes, you can ride the dragon. You can ride the dragon. I'll just make a note. Okay, I'm making a note of that. Nata gets to ride the dragon. Where's my post-its? Okay. Excellent. The Unity builds do themselves. I got to go. I'll be hop on. I will probably still be here for another hour or so, Boot. So, um, yeah. If you're around, I'll be on for that long. If not, um, don't know when I'm streaming, but we'll probably aim for sometime next week. Yeah, this was the other build I finished today. But anyway, I just finished Potic, so I can tick that off my list of to-dos. Next is someone I feel like people will know. It's Taka by Taka. So let's make a new file. Taka by Taka. Very custom build. Kind of cool though. Did you get my new mask for my tower? That was the Faxon, right? Let's scroll back through our messages. The Roth Faxon. Yeah, you sent me the path files for it. I haven't updated the the render page, so the prototype render page I have is technically unfinished because I don't have your mask correct on that one, but I have a note of it on my I have a big spreadsheet um that has everything done. I just have so what I have on yours is so I have like a page status column for every entrant. And what I have under yours is that it's the numbering is incorrect because I have to do the numbering once I finish all the pages. But I also have that the new mask is needed, so I have to re-render your build. Pretty much, I can keep it the same. I just need to switch out the mask, and I have Roth's masks downloaded. I just need to do that. Like I didn't forget, I just haven't done it and ticked it off yet. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get everything done and every page, like a preliminary for every page. And once the preliminaries are done, then I can like go over them the final time and any changes that need to be made. Uh, and that is the next reference image. It is, why is it so tiny? Jeez. Um, yeah, so as far as everything else, your page is complete. It's just it needs to be uh put in the correct numbering, and it has to have a re-render with the new mask. You want the mask to be black and red? I can't do black and I have to do fancy rendering tricks for that. Okay, fancy rendering tricks it is. I'm trying not to take my time as much because I kind of want to get this done. Because the project has been massively delayed, and um, like some of that has been me, but like a lot of that has been stuff outside of my control as well. Um, but like I know, like this is also a challenge for me. Like the project is also meant to be a challenge for me. Like trying to get through all these builds, trying to do like as much as I can. So, um, like I don't want it to take too long, basically. Like I want to give each build the appropriate amount of time, but I don't want to waste time at the same time. If that makes sense. Um, that being said, I've done a lot of like behind the scenes planning, um, over like Easter. Um, so like I've been planning out the next couple of group shots. Um, yeah, you spelled it right second time. English is not a very simple language. It is a painful language. I'd like to describe English as three languages in a trench coat because it is. As someone who has been able to learn different languages, English is really weird. Like even to a native English speaker, a lot about this language is terrible. I'm Australian. I can't get kicked out of Great Britain twice, so it doesn't matter if I insult it. Not not very happy with some of these reference images because I can't really see anything. Um, school TT. Who also sent me a message on Discord. The forehead's separate but clips weird. Yeah, I have that with some of my custom parts as well. That's something I can uh try and tweak and fix. Um, yeah, it's kind of a weird one. Yeah, this one's a bit of a toughie. And I have more than that reference image, as I said, but there's a not a lot I can see from. I'll probably just have to do a lot of Taka shots from the front because I don't know, given the information I have, if I can make accurate inferences about the design back. I feel like knowing where everything is on the front of the torso, I can kind of work it out, I think. Oh, this is a very custom torso. Yes, thank you for the split part. Yeah, Roth is really good with supplying pretty much any good like commission. Every good commission artist I've ever worked with, which is only two. But I guess to their credit, it was good work. Um, they've always given me like the parts or the artwork that I've asked, like I've commissioned, um, in like editable sections so that you can get both at once. You can tweak it and sell. Roth is really good. Um, if I could get sponsored by Roth, that would. I am actually looking at getting another Roth mask commissioned up. Um, I mentioned it in our Discord, but yeah, my partner was looking at masks and was asking me a bunch of questions. So I was like, okay, I'll make you one. I'll have one made for you. Still working on the design, but it works off a kind of pun. Probably be. I don't really like using the later versions of this part, but I guess it works with the smooth chest design here. Like, I think this is it, but I don't know because I can't see how this was did. Uh, okay, just gonna have to guess about the back. I think I'm just gonna go with a bit of a weird build, but it should end up looking right at the head. Yeah, that looks about right. Sort of, it's kind of hard to line up with the reference image I have, but um, this does look accurate for the most part. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but I think one of my neighbor's fire alarms. I guess it's a good thing that I can hear it, because then they could definitely hear it. I hope they're alright. Right in there. This is the downside of all the custom cars I have. I cannot find any colors anymore. It is painful. Like I know some people also have this issue, but you don't know how bad it is. Like some people just they'll download one or two packs. You don't know how bad it is. Like I can't look up silver metallic, which is my favorite color. Like metallic silver. I have to type the whole thing out. If I type out metallic S, it's there. If I type out metallic, it's there. If I type out metal, it does not appear at all. I specifically have to go metallic, and then it appears, which is very annoying if I'm just typing silver. Something I've slowly had to like retrain my brain. Don't look for silver, look for metallic silver. Okay, I'm happy to call that the torso. Kind of come together. Then there's very interesting design on the arm. I believe that is a custom job like this. Not fully sure how it connects. Okay, I think I do. Something like that. Okay, I need maneuver armor. Then I have the teeth in here somehow, but I'm not sure. So that's a gunmetal on the side, and then the other one is dark red. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, no, this is not done like that. Okay, this might be even simpler. Think. Yeah, again, I can't really see from these reference images. They're not the best. Because there's a lot of armor pieces on this. Kind of can't really see underneath them. I think is happening. Something like this. Can I? Yeah, okay, I can. Yeah, so this is about right. So there's lift arms coming off the connector in the shoulder. Yeah, so there's lift arms coming off, and they either side there, even those bits exposed. And that is the basic arm, and then that comes up, but then there's another piece in here somehow, and I'm not fully sure how this is done. But this is where it's going to get tricky. Taka do this. That has to go in there, and that looks good. That looks right, but then there has to be like sort of here where that bit needs to go, and I'm not sure how we're going to do that. Um, um, I mean, no, that doesn't work. How do I do that? How do I do that? I could do is get another set, try and get it roughly. Um, hmm. Again, this is a pain because I can't see how the pieces inside the shoulder, the spikes from the shoulder arm are connected down. Again, I have an idea, but I don't have enough to know for sure. I don't think it's off center, which is what's giving me that other bit of confusion. So I think what I'm going to do, what I think makes the most sense, is pop this piece here. Yeah, this is legit, so this is fine. So this might be how it's done, but I don't know. I know there's another piece in here somehow. I just don't know how it's been done. Okay, so that's sort of looking good, but then we have this little bit that's not got anything inside of it, so I'm just going to fill that with the axle, then just push in it. I know Taka said it doesn't have to be one-to-one, so I'm afraid I'm going to have to take him up on that and not do it one-to-one. Call it out. And this one is dark red. So this is left shoulder. One is right shoulder. Pop that on there. That on there. Hands look nice and simple. Lower arms look nice and simple. Okay, I'm just going to split up and get it in the A pose. Even though I don't have my numbers. That's always great. And something like that. Sort of looking about right. I think maybe I need to raise the neck by one, but I'm not fully sure. And side should be light gray. I might bulk up the back of the body a little bit just so it doesn't look like, oh, yep, this torso is indeed wrong. So it looks completely different between the reference images I have, and I've just noticed that this is a heart light. Goes here. Color give it. No, it's not that, it's a stud. I like how we give it trans medium blue. I don't know how that'll look. Yeah, okay, so what we're gonna do, again, I'm not fully sure about the torso construction, but I think if I just put a friction adder as an extension, yeah, now it's kind of looking right. I'm just gonna switch this to the dark red. I can give it the multicolor in later. Ooh, yep. Okay, sort of coming together. Um, oh, all right. Just gonna try and smash out this last section of the build. But I reckon I'm gonna call it a night. 4 builds done in one day, and one of them is big, so I'm giving myself a pat on the back for that one. Um, so having a look at a bunch of plates that have sort of been sandwiched in areas that I don't think plates can actually legally go. The hand construction is pretty simple. It's the claw design. I've built so many hands now, so many different styles. I've pretty much seen them all. So I think this is using a screwdriver. Yeah, you can shove one of those in there. Comes out silver, but I can do it in gray because I can cheat. Claw there, claw there. And then exo arms. We have one there. That's the thumb. Make that gunmetal as well because then. But I think these black. These aren't black. These are actually gunmetal as well. So just black. I don't know why, but for some reason, whenever I check the stream on YouTube, it always puts me to the earliest point in the stream rather than the current time, which is a little annoying. Yeah, you get these 1x2 plates that have this bar with the handles on the sides. Slotted in. There's a bunch of different ones. Like Botic just has claws. I guess that's all it needs. And then this design has this angled handles rather than straight. It's also done in a way that I guess that's a bit of a different design because that arm design, which is fundamentally different. Right hand, copy and mirror it. Left hand, I could rename it, but honestly, I'm so lazy when it comes to renaming. I just release the model and recreate it as a visual submodel. All right. So let's have a. Is this sort of? I just turn it to the side, I think. Yeah, yeah, that's looking good. Hydration. Which is a joke that I'm pretty sure the person is already gone to sleep, but okay. So again, I can kind of see what's been happening here, but at the same time, if I guess I should be more specific about my criticisms with the images I've been supplied. All of them are from the front. Like regardless of like which part of construction, it's pretty much just the torso and the head from the front. If the head was taken off, I could probably see how the head was connected a little better, but I can't. All the legs, all the torso images, all the arms, all from the front. So if there is detail in this I'm missing, I apologize, but I literally cannot see a thing. Why did not unsend you the back or in? I don't know. Again, like Project Unity was very like free flow. This one, it's not. No one did. A bunch of people did. A bunch of people did. But everyone did like different standards. So for example, Potek, I just got one image. I got the one image I put on stream. That's all I got. But that's all I needed to be able to build this. Tormal, I got full body images. I got deconstructed images of this torso, like with this plate popped off. I got images of the weapon. I got a bunch of images, like front and back. That was really good. With this one, I got like side image, front image, top, bottom. I even got a small little. It was a like screen recorded there was like a camera recording of like a rotation of the build, which sort of gave me a bit of a better idea. But yeah, with this one I just got a few images from the front. But one of the things with this project is that um, like everyone is like has a actually I know how to spell it. Like everyone can give in whatever they want. But you know, obviously, if you want the best quality, then you need to supply the best reference images. But it's up to the builder with what they want to supply. So like it's totally up to them. That's but like one of the reasons that like again, this has all been a learning experience doing Project Unity, and that's why year two I will be allowing IO file submission. Um, with the stipulation that if you're using custom parts, if you're using custom colors, you need to specify that because if I don't have those, then I can't render those. Um, so been thinking about doing that, but yeah, that would be a lot better. Having the files would be a lot better. The reason that wasn't done is because not everyone has them. In this case, this is still a physical file, so we would still have that issue of not being able to see. But again, it's for those people that do physical, they can submit whatever they want. It's just I will have to take more liberty the less information I'm given. Um, which is it's okay. It's just it's not going to be exactly right. But you know that's a risk you have to take, kind of. That is the upper leg. Yeah, look, don't apologize for dyslexia. You know, it's yeah, it'll be hard, but like, don't worry. I get your meaning. Um, okay, now feet. So, um, hmm, I think this uses got like under. Again, like not to bash on Dhaka, but why did I make the city so big? Yep, know my pain. Know my pain. Um, yeah, I saw the little bonsai plant you did earlier. It looks really nice. I saw the updated like works in progresses you sent earlier. Uh, looks really cool. It's a lot I like the decals. It's a lot more sci-fi, it feels a lot more Star Warsy. But I don't have those custom parts. I do want those custom parts if you ever put them like the letters. Um, if you ever put those in parts pack, I would definitely get that off you. Um, I think a difference between what I did and what you did is mine I made a lot more dense, packed a lot more details into like one area at a time, whereas you did like a lot more large sweeping areas rather than um like there's a lot like there's still a lot of details like your posters, the windows, the walls with the lighting fixtures and the different staircases. I love that. Was a brilliant idea. I wish I did that. I didn't, but I wish I did. um but like I did like little like bits of brick sticking out everywhere, which was like a thing I thought was really cool, but it just was such a pain to edit and have to like go find where I was, and like every time I moved like a single piece, it was always like trying to snap to a bunch of different things. I think building cities on the Bionicle scale though looks really cool when you get it done, but it's just the pain of getting through it. So this is something that is kind of annoying me, is that Taka has like an underside piece to the foot, which is gonna, so this piece is gonna have to have gonna have to be rendered without the ground snapping, which is fine. It's just like an annoying trick I have to. Think I'm actually done construction a bit wrong. Adding bricks on the upper level. Ah, okay. Can't see this. Oh, yeah, I can't see this. I'm gonna have to just some changes. I think what you should do, from someone who's already done a big city build, um, leave a lot of the details like bricks and stuff to the last section. Like wires, electrical panels, stuff like that. Leave those cyberpunk elements to the last, which is what I didn't do, but it would have been better because I kind of got sidetracked with some of those details. Um, just because I wanted to like get each section like done. Um, like have each one progressively get more and more done. So what I ended up doing was I do a little bit of detail and a bit of structure work, but I should have focused on structure work then detail. Um, which it still worked. It still worked and it still paid off and it looks amazing. Um, my own build looks amazing in my humble opinion. So humble. But yeah, I think it works out better. Block out like the scope of work, you mean? Because I think that's how I ended up like doing the detail mixed in with the structure work. Block out the shape. Yeah. Yeah, I just went off that like little drawing I did and I posted in the chat of our Discord. Um that was it. Like that was my entire plan. Um and then I sort of had it evolve naturally from there. I think I talked to you about this. Um I sort of had the city build like evolve out of it as I was building it because there's like you run into limitations when you build with certain scales and certain shapes and stuff like that. Oh no, don't want. I think I see rubber bands on the weapon, which tells me this is not going to be a fun time. Because that is something in there that's not possible. Upper leg might not look perfect, but all good in. Sword. Okay, yeah, the image you can see is pretty much the only image of the sword that exists. Um, silver. I think I see how this works, but kind of janky. Okay. So this is not going to be a legitimate. This is not a legal technique. This this is going to be. This will probably end up being. I have clip anyway. Build clip anyway. No, it doesn't. It's just the headpiece. The friction adder. This. Vending machines is something I wish I bought when I was doing my build because um it's like so perfect for Cyberpunk and I just didn't. I did a whole convenience store before I did a vending machine. I will say though I really liked some of the decals I did for the Leeward convenience. I don't actually have a name for it. All of my creative energy I put into slicer slices. Pretty much most of that stuff that was one-off jokes, but I might bring those back for like a proper build. Hey, slots are. Oh, really? Please post that in the DLD Discord because I want to see that. Like the different pay slots. I'm assuming they're using like coins or something. Cancel. Then a tooth. These dark a rendering widgets. Okay, yeah. That's something I didn't want to do with my city is that I didn't want to have like a very clear form of currency. I want it to kind of be like because that's like a staple of cyberpunk cities is like for example the Asian food big thing and to be a very multicultural influence kind of thing. Make it sort of ambiguous as to if there was a valid form of currency by not showing any firstly, and then secondly by like having multiple languages be present. So there was English, there was Tauran. That is really good and very big too because of So one of the things I did with my build is that I used rubber for floors because if you use rubber like rubber as a color, it's a lot more matte than the standard solid colors. um, that can reduce your reflections. Which I don't know if that's something you want for your build, but like it could help. If you want it to look more like stone, like more like a concrete kind of floor. Shoulder armor really is. That's a surprise. Okay, get that. Ooh, can I build? Rotate the 0%. Okay, I think that is Taka done. And the rubber for stone. Okay, yeah, good plan. Okay, check my checklist. Taka is done, which means officially 71% of the way done. Wait, but like, it's 7% today in terms of the builds. Still a while of the group shots, but oh well. All right, let's drag everyone together. Let's try and do some posing now. Some quick last posing. Uh, um, do something like that. Fingers down because back to back. Kind of outward. And so we're not affected by the bounding boxes. Have the demon. Jotek. Or Potik. Joltik is a Pokemon. Um then I might be able to do an action pose floors, but since I'll be kind of quick and dirty, it won't be the best time. Everything. there. Submodel these. Oh well. Let's put a note. Submodel Baltic again. Line from Metanui Tourism. Actually, one thing I was working on, I think I can get it up. Yes, I think I can bring it up. I'm not able to show it on stream as well. So what I was planning on doing for the uh, so what I was doing for as part of the city is I was planning on making a metro map. There it is. So this is what I was making. This would have been on the maps. I didn't finish it as you could. But this was like a thing I had planned. I might still do it for the train station group photo, but I had this whole map planned up, and so there'd be like the main lines metro, which is like the primary color, so like blue versus dark blue, red versus like dark green versus light green, and then there's really no way of doing like there's limited stuff in this program. And I try and have them like kind of look like real train lines, but then the branches came in, and I wasn't sure if that would make sense, but oh well, they had like gray connecting lines. So that was a thing I had working on, but I just didn't finish it time, and I wasn't really happy with how it was looking, so I didn't really finish it. But that is something I will get done for the train station shot. Probably to join it. Get these posed up, kind of. Then we'll be done for the day. Then I'll connect. That's interesting. Oh, right. Hmm. Get there. Voot. Oh, is that baby Voot? I actually need to download some more parts because it has custom hands, I think. It might be on my desktop though. Still need to check. Alright, so I will call the stream there. Thank you everyone for coming tonight. Thanks Netar for sticking out so long. How long have I actually been going? I haven't looked. While I think 2.5 hours. Okay, cool. That was my target anyway. Um, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for everyone who watched this far. If you're watching the upload, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Would help a lot. And please check out my Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, everything else. All that, and hopefully I'll be streaming again next week. Still working out what's happening there. Alrighty, well, thank you all, and